Hello there, my name is Irteeza and I'm a personal tutor working in London Chartered College. And I'm going to show you how a student can use Turnitin. Turnitin is a website mainly for plagiarism check and check for any copy or any problem in the assignment or any report. For Turnitin, if one student, first a student needs to register for Turnitin. At first, they need to go to the Turnitin URL, which is turnitinuk.com, and there will be a login page pops in. They need to go to a new user, click here for the new user, and they need to specify what sort of user profile they want. So one is student, teaching assistant, instructor. For student, we use the student account, and we advise a student to use the student account and log in into the student account. For the student profile, they need to provide a class ID and class enrollment key. So class ID and class enrollment key, these are two separate things, and these are unique identification number, which are created by the permanent academic staff. Students, at first, student won't be knowing them, but students need them to get a Turnitin account. For that, they need to ask the personal tutor, or personal tutor going to provide them with the necessary class ID and class enrollment key. Let's start with any of the class enrollment keys. So I have one set enrollment keys for Turnitin. So these are for May session, the last session, which is May 2023. And I have class ID and enrollment keys for every groups. Let me take one class ID from that group W. Let's take the class ID from here. I'll copy the enrollment key as well and put the enrollment key. Now, one thing a student must remember for the class ID and enrollment keys, they can only take their class ID and enrollment key from their respective groups. They can't take enrollment key and class ID from different groups, as different groups may have different subjects. Once they copy the class ID and enrollment key and paste it there, they can proceed with filling up information. Let's make a student name. Let's make the student name as a John Doe. And student will provide their email address right there at the email address section. Confirm their email. For password, there are some password requirements. You can see under the password and security options, create a password for your account. Your password must have a minimum of 12 characters, include at least one number, include upper and lower case letters, include at least one special character, which is these. So let me create a strong password, which is at the same time complete the requirement of these, and at the same time is memorable to the student. You need to write down and confirm your password, what we have written there. And we'll be selecting a secret question. Any secret question which is easy to remember. May that be your first car. Choosing all the options, we'll go to I agree and create the profile. You have successfully created the profile. You can see the options of subjects here. As you can see that for the class ID and enrollment keys, you have taken only that unit's class ID and enrollment keys. This course is exactly set up here. So this course is business and business environment. So when you click this page, there will be options of the draft and final. So when you're ready, when your assignments are done and you are happy with it and you want to go forward and submit this assignment to Turnitin, what you can do, press submit in the draft option first. I can't press submit in here now because the dates are over and this is only for the example purpose, and the enrollment keys and IDs are for the previous semester. But if you hold on a few minutes, I'm going to show you what exactly is happening behind the scene. So when you see the business and business environment, you can see the draft options. You can click to the draft option, and when you submit to the draft option, it's going to show you the plagiarism and how much similarities a report has. If the similarity is too much, from the draft option, you can submit it again in the draft option. You can change it, make some necessary changes, and submit it in again. When you're finally happy with it, within the set amount of time, you need to submit it in the final. So let's see what exactly happened there. For that, I'm going to access an admin account, which is only given to the tutors or the academic staffs. So we can remember that we have chosen group W student, and Mr. John Doe is registered as a W student. So we're going to find out W, business and business environment, and we're going to press view for that for the draft options. At that particular page, when we press submit, exactly this page will come in. Submit single file upload, or we have drop down option of cut and paste upload. We have another option called zip file upload. When we press submit, this page will pop in, and we can select author, the first name, last name, submission title, and then we can submit, choosing from this computer or choosing from the designated device. Let's find our student there. We can see there, Mr. John Doe is right up there. We find the John Doe, and we're going to submit a file from the computer. While we're going to submit, it's going to show the similarity report there. And if we are happy with the similarity report, that single file, we're going to submit it again in the final version. Final version is right there at the one step bottom of the draft version. When we click the submit option, we can submit in the final. Be very cautious about it, because in the final version, we can submit only once. But for the draft, we can submit as much as we need to be. Once submitted, once we are happy, we can safely log out from there, and that's it. The file's going to be on tutor's hand, and by due time, they're going to be result published and everything else. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that may help.